So this euro dollar analysis for Wednesday, 16th of May. Now let's just have a look at our prices and where price may likely go. So we had price come pretty close towards a test of that 120. We had a breakdown beyond the 1960. Brief bullish bounce at the 1910. Successfully broke from there down towards the 1830. Had a bullish bounce from the 1830 up towards the just slightly above the 1862. And again, we've seen a breakdown. We are currently oscillating around that 1830 level. So if we do see a breakdown and a continuation of this most recent move, we're looking for price to head down towards that 1810. Successful break from which we are then looking for prices to head down towards the 1771. And if we do see sufficient volatility taking us beyond the 1771, the very next level that we'll be looking at would be a move down towards, just bear with me a second here. I'm just going to change this scaling just a bit. I might just remove 1810. It was an important level. I'm just going to remove it for now. There we are. So as we were saying, if we do break down from this 1830, we're looking for a move down towards that 1771, from which we could see bullish momentum return to the market. And if we do successfully break from there, we're looking for moves down towards that 1728 here on the euro dollar. Can't anticipate prices moving much beyond the 1728, but below 1728, the very next level of some importance is around that 1710 level. And that's the levels that I'm looking at to the downside. If we do see this sell side momentum come back into the market, if however we do see the bullish momentum, if we are able to hold this 1830, looking for a move back up towards that 1862, from which we did see sell side momentum before, we'll have to be aware of that. If we do successfully navigate the 1862, we're looking for a move back up towards that 1910. But we do have the added confluence of not only the horizontal level, but we've also got a 200 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of seeing sell side momentum return to the market from that level. And beyond there, I wouldn't anticipate prices heading up towards that 1961, unless we do have a particularly volatile day, in which case it may come into focus. Let's just have a brief look here at the daily chart before wrapping up here on the euro dollar. So if we get scale on here, correct? On the euro dollar here on this daily chart, we could see we had a bullish bounce from the 1830, pulsed the pin bar, which would have been a sign of somewhat degree of bearishness overhanging the market. Just below the 120 level, from which we did see the sell side momentum follow through all the way down to this 1830. So we'll see whether this 1830 holds as a double bottom, and then we do see a bit of a recovery up towards that 2030. But if we do fail to hold it, because we did pulse a particularly bearish day, closing near the lows of yesterday's candle. So if we do see a momentum follow through, again, we have mentioned possibly a move down towards that 1710 from a daily chart perspective here. Previous active support on this pullback here in around that 1710, and also did hold a minor support over there as well. And with that said, that wraps up the euro dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.